On Friday, the board of OpenAI, the buzzy AI company behind viral chatbot ChatGPT, suddenly and publicly ousted its CEO Sam Altman. The announcement came one day after he appeared publicly on behalf of his company at Thursday's Apex CEO Summit. OpenAI's board said it conducted a deliberative review process, and that Altman was not consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. The board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI, the board's statement continued. As of this week, OpenAI's six-person board included OpenAI co-founder and president Greg Brockman, who was also chairman of the board, Ilya Sutskever, OpenAI's chief scientist, Adam D'Angelo, Tasha McCauley, Helen Toner, and Altman himself. The company began publicly posting its board's member list on its website in July, after the departures of LinkedIn founder Reid Hoffman, director of Neuralink Siobhan Zaliz, and former Texas Congressman Will Hurd. Here's a rundown of the board behind the controversial shakeup. Greg Brockman, an OpenAI co-founder, Brockman quit his role at the company on Friday in protest of Altman's ousting, saying publicly, "Sam and I are shocked and saddened by what the board did today." Brockman spent 5 years as CTO of Stripe before moving on to help launch OpenAI. In 2020, Brockman said OpenAI's top obstacle in its first 5 years was the idea that making the full extent of the startup's work public wasn't necessarily beneficial for humanity, in his eyes. At the time, he said, "We realized that as these things get powerful, they're dual use. And that we as technology developers have a responsibility to not just say, 'Hey, we built this thing, it's up to the world to decide how to use it.'" Ilya Sutskever. As of now, Sutskever is the sole remaining OpenAI co-founder on the board. After co-founding DNN Research, an AI startup focused on neural networks, and selling it to Google, Sutskever joined Google as a research scientist and stayed for nearly 3 years before moving on to OpenAI as a co-founder and research director. Since November 2018, he's been the company's chief scientist. Adam D'Angelo, the current CEO of Quora, a social platform for questions and answers, D'Angelo spent nearly 4 years at Facebook and was CTO of the tech giant from 2006 to 2008. He is not an employee at OpenAI. Tasha McCauley, who is not an OpenAI employee, is on the board of directors of both OpenAI and Geosum Systems, a geospatial tech company. She is an adjunct senior management scientist at RAND Corporation and has been on the OpenAI board since 2018. Helen Toner. Toner is a board member and non-OpenAI employee who spent time at the University of Oxford's Centre for the Governance of AI, and has been a director of strategy for Georgetown's Centre for Security and Emerging Technology for nearly 5 years.